Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the stream! I'm Leona Theodosia, and today I am playing Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot. The first cases. I still always want to say the last cases. That's wrong! It's my 7th time playing this, and I still want to get the name wrong. Silly me. Fair warning, I'm a bit sleepy today, so I'm probably gonna yawn a lot, so apologies in advance. But let's get into la gamey. Nope, it's dark. There we go. The game isn't dark, it's just sleep mode. Okay, I think... How are we doing? Let me check the volume on the game. Because I have been needing to adjust it every single game I play. Let's see. Oop. Oh, that's zoom in and out. Wait. Let's zoom in and out. Oh, this is the button I want. Silly me. Yeah, I think it's too quiet. Yeah, why is this one so quiet? Oh, right. That's right. I think it's really quiet and then, like, the people are pretty loud. The voiceovers. Anyway, this should be able to... for you guys to hear it a little more, I think. Right about there. I'll adjust it as needed. But okay, first off... Oh, who do I need to talk to? Margot and Zachariah. Okay, we're talking to people again. Yeah, interrogation. Investigate the murder, investigate the blackmail. Yeah, we're on this one. Oh gosh, we have so many things. Yeah, we haven't talked to Zachariah. Let's see. Presents Gideon. Ah, he's not happy with his brother. Okay. Ernesto, we got fond of Cassandra, major involved in the worker strikes. He's in Ernesto owns the factories, remember that. Has business connections with the family. That being the Van den Bosches, which is Angeline, and there goes the puppy. Are you gonna be quiet? Okay, now she is. Like, dog. Stop barking. Oh yeah, Jackie. Thumbnail is based on Jackie's look. I don't think I got it quite right because I didn't feel like pulling up my game to go get her. Where is she? There she is. Yeah. I got close. Good job, me. I didn't pull up proper. Oh, right. I think I can zoom in and... I can zoom way in! Holy cow. Poirot's out. Hercule Poirot's outfit still amuses me because he's got this bright yellow suit. He has, like, ketchup, yeah, red shoes. Like, why does he have condiment-colored outfit? I don't know, but I find it humorous, but not in a bad sort of way. Okay, let's talk to Margot and stuff. I think it's just things about people, but I think I need too much of a refresher. She looks so great. Okay, let's talk to Margot. And by the way, who's cranky is Jackie. Okay. Hello, Margot.
I am all yours, detective.
Yeah, that should be. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Well, I just loaded up the game, so if I'm not happy with the outcome, I guess I can reload easily enough. Let's see. Push on the Major's aggression towards Cassandra.
Countess, you gave me the impression the Major and the Madame were close, but there were times where he acted rather aggressively to her, n'est-ce pas?
I am sorry, detective, but I did not mean to give you such an impression.
I've already built a rapport with the Comtesse. Some may even say in a flirtatious manner. Perhaps if I continue to charm her, she will reveal the information I require. Flattering? Let's see. It is obviously I who am mistaken. A fine woman of your stature would not purposely lead a young man astray. Humble. If I have been mistaken, would you be so kind as to correct me in my train of thought? Well, I guess if we want to practice what Poirot is suggesting, it'd be the first one. But, Do I want, or do I want? Ah! I wish I was better at these choices, but I don't think I am. It does not help that I'm tired today. Not a lick. Okay, I'll just go with the first one.
Ever the charmer detective. I would talk more on it, but I'm afraid Cassandra would think I am talking about her behind her back.
Okay, it worked. Comtesse has something more to say, but she still holds back. Something tells me it is more to do with receiving attention. Perhaps I can use that to my advantage. Let's see, we have cautionary? How would Madame Van den Bosch feel if she heard the contents of our conversation from me? What is this? Corsi? I would say corors, but I don't think it's spelled that. I don't know what this word is. Oops. Oh well. What is it? What is this option though? You have obviously care a great deal about Madame Van den Bosch. Assisting me will help clear her of wrongdoing. That is what you want for her, isn't it? That sounds more like the correct choice. Let's see. She wants attention. So, yeah, I think this one? Let's see.
It is not often I am swayed so easily. I applaud you on your willingness and persistence.
Yay, we got green again. Why is Poirot upset?
From day one, I was wary of his intentions. And it was not long before he showed his true colors. If it is a tear she sheds, it should be one of joy that he is out of her life.
I understand your feelings towards the Major, but perhaps there was...
He was a bully. He took his shortcomings out on her, and she sat there and accepted it. I never thought I would see the day.
Margot wants to punch somebody again. Hello, Frug. Welcome. I'm sorry. I just love the fact that Margot, of all people, has a sprite where she just looks like she wants to punch somebody. It's very silly. I'm going to deck him in the face. If he was not dead, I would deck him in the face. That's what it looks like to me. I might be speaking of biases, though. I play way too many fantasy games. Too many JRPGs. I say, I don't play enough. I need to play more. I may be biased. Now I'm thinking of Final Fantasy IX. I want to play that. I don't know if that'll be on stream, though. That would take absolutely forever. Anyway, Poirot's game.
Perhaps now she will be able to see the man he truly was. Karma will always catch up to you.
I do like a good karmic resolution. That's why I like Persona 5 so much. I'm like, stick it to the bad people. I'm very predictable, I'm sorry. Okay, that was it for that conversation.
Merci, Comtesse. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
I'm surprised that went so well, to be honest. Let's go talk to Zach. I think he's over here? No, Archibald's over here. Zach is... Okay, Zach is here. Hi, Zach.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
You sound so sleazy, but you're just depressed. As far as I can tell, at least. Your relationship with your brothers, it seems everyone has an opinion. Do you know of your brother's work in the union? So we just have questions. We don't have a little... functionally a quiz? Like with Margot. Okay. So it's relationship with your bro.
That doesn't surprise me, and yet no one actually asks.
Someone asked him about how he feels about his bro. Huh.
I am asking now.
Yeah.
I should have expected that, shouldn't I? What is there to say? We used to be close, but not so much anymore.
He's so sad looking. Does he want to be closer with his bro? Just life drew them apart? That's so sad, but I might be... Again, I may be biased because I'm a twin and I'm surprisingly pretty attached to my twin, so I don't like siblings not getting along. I do not like the evil sibling trope. Oh gosh, it happens so much as a twin, it's really annoying at this point. Again, it's kind of like one of those things as a twin, I encounter this so often, so if somebody asks me it, I'm like, I've heard this question 100 times before, stop asking. It's like, who's the evil twin? I'm like, neither. Ah! Okay, griping aside.
I would find it very helpful if you could at least elaborate on your relationship.
Yeah, how are you now?
He went to school, got an education, and was the apple of our father's eye. I went to war. See the difference now?
Oof. My brother got an education and I got trauma. Oh no. Oh no. People seriously ask you all the time. It was a lot worse when I was little and my sister and I looked more alike. People would come up to me and my twin all the time, even as kids, or like they'd go up to my mom too, because it would usually be like the three of us going out, and they just ask also like, who's the evil twin? Do you have psychic powers? And then it's just like, I was just staring at them like, what are you on about? And they're like, isn't it cool being a twin? I'm like, no, it's normal. I've literally lived my whole life being a twin. What do you mean it's abnormal? It gets tiring. So now that I'm older, I'm not always like right next to my twin. And I guess as adults, people don't feel comfortable asking us such things as much. So I don't get it as much. But my goodness, is it annoying. If you couldn't tell, I'm like, I have been asked this so many times. You have to realize, if somebody has like, I don't know, something they were born with, or this has been a part of their life. I don't know. Yeah, but I just want to say, just even in more general, if somebody's just like, I don't know, has an unusual hair color for the area, or like hair texture or whatever, just either visually something odd about them, or like or I guess even a skill, but just, you know, something they've had for a while, they probably have heard those questions to not just to the point just being asked it. It's annoying. So, like, fair warning to people, if it's like a very obvious question or, you know, to a point of being a stereotype, don't ask. Just don't ask, or try to figure out a cleverer way of asking. Like, maybe, do you get asked who's the evil twin all the time? Like, I would be like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Yes, I do, and I'm so tired of it. And they're like, ah. Like, you can ask without, like, ask indirectly or something like that, and it'll be better. So there's my, I guess, should I do my book self? Here's the tip of the day. If it's a question people have a potential of being very tired of hearing, try to think of a more clever way of asking it. You'll probably get a better response other than like an eye roll and an exasperated sigh. There you go. There's your tip. All right, moving on. Okay, let's see. What did he say? Okay, yeah, I haven't read this. Let's see. Monsieur has again mentioned his time in the war. While I do not mean to belittle his efforts for his country, it seems as though he has not been able to leave that life behind on the battlefield. Man's got trauma, and I feel bad for Zach. Even if he ends up being a bad person, I still feel bad for him. Trauma is not fun. Poor man. Let's see. It looks like that's the end of that conversation, so we have the next question to ask of, what do you know of your brother's work with the Union?
If you want to know about Gideon's part in the Union, why don't you ask him?
We're trying to be sneaky, Zach.
So, you are aware of his support for them?
Yes, well, he...
Oui, monsieur?
Ooh, spill the tea.
It'd be best to just ask him.
No. just ask my brother. Monsieur either does not know much of what his brother does, or he's protected him rather coyly.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Hey. I'm getting distracted by the floor. I get distracted by this game's environment so much. Like, I like the couch Zach is sitting on. I like this, like, sun... Well, it's sort of flowery and like a lotus shape, but it's also looks like the middle of it is a sun, so it's like a flower sun, but not like a sunflower. If that's understandable. And I'm like, I get so distracted by the environments. I want to see more. They're really pretty. Okay, we have questions for Gideon now. Yes, we do. We have a little exclamation mark. What? What is this? Okay, that's the fireplace. I thought that was on the glass on the mantle of the fireplace. I'm like, why? I don't remember that being important. What is that about? No, it's the fireplace. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's talk to Gideon now.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
Hello, Mr. Faceface. I'd like to talk more about your brother. We're really on this relationship between the two brothers today. I can't tell if this is relevant to the actual mystery or Poirot's just being nosy. Because he's trying to figure out if it is or isn't too. But okay.
I believe there are more important matters at hand than talking about my brother and I's relationship or lack thereof.
Why are you grumpy at each other? Zach seems sad about it, and you just don't want to deal with it at all. That's a bit rude.
The murderer is in his house, and by holding back information that may help my investigation, you only make me suspicious of your involvement.
Ooh, shots fired.
Monsieur Demir,
Ooh.
if you continue to withhold information, I can only assume you are hiding something, and must treat you as a prime suspect in the Major's murder.
Dang! Kitty gloves are off! Poirot is cranky! Well, angry. Not, I shouldn't say cranky. He's rightfully angry. He's like, dude, somebody died! With all the information is suspicious.
I have nothing to hide. If you must know, we have not been on the best terms for years now. As I said, we are different people.
What was Zach like before he went to war? I want to know.
He does not see the importance of planning for the future. And as much as my parents tried, they could not make him see that. I suppose that is why he sees me as their favorite.
Is this before or after he went to war? I mean, I can understand why a person would not be gung-ho about the future if they've been on a battlefield, you know? That stuff's traumatic. But why is he... Is he just naturally pessimistic? Was he always like that?
He still believes that now.
I assume so. We barely talk anymore. I was hoping we would be able to sit down and talk and leave the past behind. But this evening has not panned out that way.
So he wanted to talk to his bro, apparently.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Okay. Let's look at the spider webs. I believe that's where we're at now anyway. Okay, yeah, everyone has little blurbs around them. What do we get for Zach? Zachariah is defensive of Gideon. Need to talk to Gideon. Wait, what does it say? Although they aren't close, Zechariah is willing to withhold details about his brother's dealings. Why does this surprise me? I don't want to talk about it. He's grumpy. Is it just this? Wait. Oh, chat's blocking. Okay, let me... I think actually I want to put this on the other side, like over here. Right there, I think. Oh, I got 4 connections to do. Okay, maybe it is. Is it just this? Yeah! Okay, it is the obvious one. Gesundheit, Saporia. It's fine. My twin is about. Okay, let's see. He claims not to be close to his brother, but still seeks to withhold information about him. He wants to get close to his bro, I guess. And that's the end of that. Okay, what else do we have? His true feelings have come to light. Sneezes from the boy! It's like black cats being eyes in the dark. Sneezes in the dark. Oh, that's silly. Let's see. Ernesto has business connections with the family. Specifically, Ernesto has worked with both Cassandra and the Major. And he did not like working with the Major. He likes working with Cassandra, but he's got hard eyes for her. Which is surprising enough, this lady had 2 suitors. She's so unpleasant to be around, at least in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's like a horrible person, but I don't want to hang out around her. I'm like, she's not horrible. I just don't want to be near her. Rather not. Okay, this doesn't have question. We haven't found any other blurbs that have little question marks. Yeah. Yeah, she's saying the Major is a leech. And Ernesto are little 2 halves of a heart. Let's see, around Jackie we have... Jackie doesn't trust the Major. I don't think anyone has a good opinion of this guy, so that's like... No one likes him, nobody trusts him. That's pretty far for the course. When you're the murder victim is just not liked by anybody, you know you have your job cut out for you. Oh, okay, finally, this one has a question. Okay, Jackie's opinion of Margot is not that much better than that of the Major's. What is it that Margot is hiding? Hugo's frustration? What is that? Hugo's mad at the Major in our... Wait. In our... absence? Oh. What? What do you mean? I don't know what that's exactly referring to. Ah. Not sure what this connect. It's not gonna connect to that. Jackie doesn't trust the Major? Is it because of this?
I cannot see the logic
No,
in this.
okay, I didn't think so, but I figured I'd just get it off the table. Let's see, Hugo claims to have calmed down. Hugo says he has calmed down, but I wonder if the threat could have escalated. Oh, right, the written note. It's obvious he has some information on the Major. Trying to improve worker standards seems like an honest motive for his negotiations. Yeah, Hugo seems like he just wants the workers to do well. I'm not saying he's completely off the suspect table. He does seem more likely. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like Ernesto seems to have the most motive right now for offing the Majors, so he would leave his, what is it, Palomor, I think the word is, alone. But we'll see. I mean, it could also be Gideon. I kind of suspect this man because the Major was kind of getting in between his and Angeline's marriage, Like, he was being a thorn, and they haven't gotten married yet, so it still could be broken off. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, Cassandra herself either, but suppose... I mean, that would, I guess, kind of make sense. It would explain, like... Maybe it was Cassandra and Ernesto. They teamed up on the jerk of a major. I don't really have any firm theories, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Let's see. There's something regarding the major that he's withholding. Does Gideon have something to hide? Trying to start negotiations. Oh, maybe it's this? He's trying to hide, he's trying to do negotiations?
Order and method.
No.
That is the...
Okay. He was fairly open about that, so I would have been surprised. What do we got here? What is this? Yeah, he likes Cassandra. Ernesto likes Cassandra. Let's see. So we have Gideon, Zachariah's quarrel. They're very different people. He still wants to protect his bro. Gideon feels detached from Zachariah. Clearly they haven't been close for some time. Is this feeling mutual, I wonder? No? Conflicting attitude. Can I actually connect these two?
This will not get me any closer.
Yeah, I was about to say, if that didn't work, it's these two. The game's like, it's these two.
By my own skills of deduction.
Okay. The brothers are suspicious individually, but I cannot see them working together. Yeah, okay. Unlikely to cooperate? I can't see Zachariah actually offing the major. I mean, it's not, again, it's nothing is like completely off the table, but I also can't see it. Okay, we got 2 connections left to do. The major doesn't improve in the marriage. Yeah, I mentioned that. Gideon wrote the letter. Oh yeah, he wrote one of the letters. I think it was Margot, Hugo, and Gideon? Didn't Ernesto write a letter? That's 2? I'll have to double check. Gideon denies his brother's drinking. It's clear as day. Why is Gideon denying this? There's something regarding the major's withholding. Is it the drinking thing?
Come,
no. Okay. Gideon and Zachariah's quarrel. Very different people. Maybe it's not something over here. Yeah, because I thought, wait. Did even Ernesto have a question? I think Ernesto and Margot didn't even have a question around there. Bubbles. Yeah, we can connect things to these, but they don't. Yeah, they don't. Wait, no. Margot confirmed Ernesto has always had feelings for Cassandra. Do others know of Ernesto's? Oh, Jackie knows. Jackie seems fairly sure that Ernesto's feelings are one of friendship. They were just good friends. Okay. Here, I think, yeah, these two connect.
Yes, I would say a moment of genius.
Perhaps Ernesto had hidden his secret love well. We can use this to our advantage. You're gonna blackmail the man with his love life? A little low. Perhaps Ernesto had hidden his secret love. Okay, yeah, let's just talk to Ernesto. We're gonna black this male. Oh, wait. Is this one? Yeah, okay, then it's these. I think it's these two.
What a revelation.
Yeah. Hugo claims to have calmed down since his argument with the major, but Jackie disputes this. Okay. So we just have something to question to Ernesto. That's what we got. Alright, let's go talk to him. We got a few more connections. He's right here. Like, everyone's really close nearby.
More questions? I suppose so.
Hi. Apologies for the incessant questions on the subject. With you and Madame Van den Bosch.
Mademoiselle Conrad was quick to talk of your hidden feelings towards her. Perhaps only hidden to Madame Van den Bosch herself.
Wait. That's hilarious. If Madame Van den Bosch really is the only one who hasn't seen it, it's literally somebody is head over heels and towards an oblivious person. That's hilarious. I don't know if it's true, but it's funny to think about it.
What has this got to do with the Major's death? Does Cassandra know you have spoken to others about this? I have only tried to help her.
Okay, we have... Let's see. I am merely asking the question. There's no reason to panic. It would greatly help me if you could answer honestly. I'm not accusing you of anything, but if you continue to avoid the question, I may think there is in fact something you are hiding. I like this bottom one better.
There may be some feelings there, but Madame Van den Bosch does not know of them, and I trust that it will remain that way.
Okay,
Merci for your cooperation.
Oh, okay. Continue interrogations determining likely motives. I had my own opinion of the Major, one that is wiser kept to myself, but I did not expect so many like-minded thinkers. I should think further on what I have... what I have heard in my quarters. Okay, so he's going back to his room. We have finished our interrogations. Really? I just talked to Ernesto. Yeah, this is... Oh no, it's talking to Archibald. That's what it says. Like, Ernesto doesn't have a thing. Hello, Archibald.
My time with the guests is complete. For tonight, at least.
Everyone's going to sleep in the murder mansion. I mean, not that I have much of a choice. There's still a blizzard out there.
Do you know who killed Major Hagen?
No.
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. There are many steps that lead to the truth. I must think on everything I have heard this evening and dissect the truths from the lies. Merci for your assistance this evening. Au revoir.
Au revoir. I always like that way of saying goodbye. Just... It's yeah, I'm pretty sure it's French. Just au revoir. I like the way it sounds. Funnily enough, there's not a lot of French words that actually look... I mean, I don't hate any of them, but there's not I like particularly like, but everyone's like, it's so romantic. I'm like, I like this word, and then not much else. Everyone's just like, it's just words. I'm rather neutral on it. It just amuses me. Let's see. I came here expecting to solve a case of blackmail, to relieve a family of a burden that has weighed upon them and overshadowed a joyous celebration. And now you're dealing with murder. Welcome to your life, Mr. Poirot. Oop. I have never been to an engagement celebration where a death has taken center stage before. I imagine you have not gone to many places at all where a lot of death has happened, sir. I'd be more concerned if you had. Although the guests' alibis confirm each other's, I still cannot rule out the possibility of one of them being involved in the Major's death. The relationships between some of the guests and the Major were more than rocky. Dislike towards him was plentiful, but enough to drive someone to murder. This is how the perfect opportunity to think about everything this is now the perfect opportunity to think about everything I have heard today. Reach conclusion based on what you've learned so far. Of all the information I need, I must now compile it together to find the most probable culprit. Ooh. We got reach. What do we got here? Okay, we're on to Nesto. Tried intimidating the Major in his letter. Yeah, he likes Cassandra. A Major involved in the workers' strikes. Working as security for the factories during the strikes. Oh, right. I've forgotten about that. Ernesto fronted money for house. Cassandra has confirmed Ernesto's financial support. But to what extent does this support go? Let's see. Yeah, Zach doesn't like his brother, but still helps him out, which is weird. Zach is repressing something. Obvious. The man has trauma. Stave. Are we gonna find out that he, like, didn't patch up, like, the Angeline's father or something? That's why he passed away or something? Yeah, they're unlikely to cooperate, though, the two brothers. Trying to start negotiations with the strike, right? Yeah, Gideon is trying to start negotiations. Strike. Gideon's hesitant to mention the past of the Major. There's something regarding the Major that's he's withholding. Gideon has something to hide. Clearly! Gideon wrote a letter. Confirms Gideon that penned the letter and the Major warning him off. Oh, right! Gideon wrote a letter that was kind of like, you need to step away from this strike, or deal with it more nuancedly, or else you're gonna be at the wrong end of a pitchfork. Which is odd. Hugo lied about his temper. Hugo invited by Gideon. Hugo has dirt on the Major. It's obvious he has some information on the Major. What is that? Jackie wants information from Hugo. I imagined it's the dirt on the Major.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
When I first overheard their conversation, it seemed Hugo was trying to get Jackie to listen. Let's see. Jackie claims Margot is hiding something. Our advice? Oh, advice. Margot claims the letter was merely advice for the Major. It sounds more like a threat to me. Is that what she's hiding?
Magnifique.
Yes. The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening indeed, and Jackie seems unable to determine her secret. Let's connect more. Margot's motive. Protection? The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Margot and Cassandra are longtime friends. They are not one to go head-to-head in an argument with. That is for sure. Poirot's like, I do not want to get in between these two women. That sounds like a headache. Let's see. Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie confirm each other's alibis. Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie support each other's version of events. Someone else must be responsible, surely. See. A place to guest mingle, socialize, often used. Gideon, Zach, and Margot alibis all confirmed each other's. At least some. Let's see. Gideon, Zach, and Margot were all in the salon, at least for some time altogether. Surely somebody else is to blame. Got 3 connections we can make right now. Let's see. Ernesto cares deeply for Cassandra. Perhaps his anger at a peak. I wonder how deep Ernesto's love goes. Well, he did threaten the Major.
The pieces of the puzzle.
Okay, yeah, that was okay. Obvious is obvious. Blinded by both love and greed, he may have struck down his opposition. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Gideon, Zach, Margot, Hugo, Ernesto. Yeah. Ernesto's motive, jealousy. We have Margot's motive is protection. Jackie has dirt. Okay, what else do we have, though? To connect. Oh, wait, here. But how much does it go? We have something. It should be. Yeah, how? Such as confirm Ernesto's financial support, but what to extent does this support go? Oh, maybe? It doesn't have anything to do with this, does it?
I must
Okay,
act
yeah,
on
no.
thought and fact.
Ernesto support. I guess it's gonna connect something up with Zach here? That's resent. His brother. Conflicting attitude. Because this is supposed to connect to something. I don't know what, though. So let's move on for now and come back to it. There's one other thing I could connect. I just need... I'm like, oh gosh, where is it? There's so many points. I have to go check every single time. I'm like, which one was it? Okay, yeah, there's still something regarding the major that is withholding. Does Gideon have something to hide? Well, he wrote the letter. It's probably these two, isn't it? It's just these two.
Another success.
Yeah. The sister of the major combined with the threats to his well-being definitely show intent. Let's see. Gideon's motive, retribution. The sister of the major combined with threats to his well-being definitely shows intent. Okay. Sensitive disputes. Is it? Well, these two. Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie support each other's version of events. Somebody else must be responsible. Sounds like one's laid out. So we have those two. We have Ernesto's support. That seems to be... I mean, none of these connecting ones. Do they have? No. Wants to information from Hugo. Marco's hiding something. Yeah, that's not going to connect. Invited by Gideon. Is it only those three? Well, I could connect more of these. Wait, is it maybe? No, I don't think it's going to be connected to that. Mode of retribution. Warned off the major. Trying to start. Is it? Yeah, no. That's not a question one. So it really is just those three? So it's somewhere this is to connect. Huh. Well... yeah, Ernesto's support, though. Doesn't have anything to do with Zach, as far as I know. Or is that why he... no. It's not gonna work. Because the lines don't typically overlap. Money. We have... okay. Okay, that was... that kind of spooked me, not gonna lie. That be at this time.
Entrez.
Enter. Coombs?
Detective, I'm sorry I did not join you in the salon as requested.
Oh, right, she's been in her room. I'm like, where has Angeline been this whole time? I'm like, right, she's been on the 3rd floor. Hi, lady.
Please, mademoiselle. There is no need to apologize.
I was with Maman in her room. She would not allow anyone to see it, but I could see she was terribly upset.
Oh, More than usual? Sorry.
Most understandable.
Yeah.
Do you have any suspicions as to who could have killed him?
No.
I'm afraid my suspicions extended across all of the party's guests. While it seems as though their alibis all corroborate one another's, the disdain and hostility towards the Major makes them rife with motive.
No one liked this man.
I know there was some bad blood between the Major and some of the guests, but not enough to kill him, surely. She may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her.
Who are you talking about?
The Countess? She is a formidable force I would not want to come up against.
Yeah.
Don't be silly, detective. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Jacqueline, I mean.
The writer? Mademoiselle Conrad? She was in fact the least suspicious until now.
I assume that's who you were talking about, detective, after what happened between them.
Ooh, dish.
That is a story I have yet to hear.
Please tell.
She must have told you about the piece she was writing on us, about Gideon's work and our marriage.
Somehow, that was the only thing she did not mention.
That's strange. I thought that is what she would have started the conversation with. Well, she had come to the house to interview me, and when I entered the library, she was there with Felix amid a rather heated conversation.
Oh, she was arguing with the Major. Because his name is Felix Hagen? That's the Major.
Do you know what this conversation regarded?
I'm afraid not, but Felix was quite enraged. He picked up an envelope from the table and stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
An envelope? Huh.
And Mademoiselle Conrad?
She was equally heated in the moment. She had a few choice words for him that I wouldn't care to repeat.
Those are some strong words. Okay, we have a couple of questions we can ask her. How is Madame feeling now? Given my position, mademoiselle, who would be at the top of your suspect list? Apparently, we already know. She just told us. Feels like, but maybe not. Okay, how is Madame feeling now?
Better, thank you, detective. She's resting in her room. It is the best place for her.
I wonder if we actually get to see the third floor, or is it just always mentioned, never seen? There's already quite a few environments already.
And you, mademoiselle?
I'm not quite sure. It is a rather surreal feeling. I did not think I would miss him like I do.
It is understandable. He has been a close friend to your maman for many years.
And to me, detective. We had grown close. After father's passing, he was always there for me. And now, he's gone as well.
Aww.
You must try and not think on it like that.
It is easier said than done, detective.
I have no doubt, but you can be assured, the culprit will not remain at large for long. You have my word.
Okay, if you were in my position, mademoiselle, who would be at the top of your suspect list?
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine any of them committing such a heinous crime.
It can often be hard to look past one's personal feelings for someone and see their flaws.
Oh yeah, because everyone is sort of a friend to Angeline and Gideon to some extent.
It's not that, detective. It's just they have known each other for years. Why would any of them act now?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I was under the impression the Major had merely a business relationship with some of the guests.
That's true, but those invited know each other, some of them for years. They may not seem like it, but some are even friends. I should return to my room now, detective. It has been a trying day for us all.
I hope you don't die.
Oui, mademoiselle. I am afraid tomorrow may bear a resemblance, but I will not stop until I have found his killer.
I am certainly glad you are here, detective.
When and where a detective is required, that is where I shall be. Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
That's good night. Ooh. Mademoiselle has left me with an interesting thought, one I had not considered until now. While at first glance the guests do not appear to show much fondness for each other, Mademoiselle is quite sure that is not the case. Perhaps I must consider looking at the guests together and not individually. Yeah, it's a team up. Can we explore his room? I'm curious. No, it doesn't look like we can investigate Poirot's room. We can just walk around. Again, I really like the environments. I'm very biased, though. Okay. Skip back. Yeah, let's see. Reach a conclusion based on what you've learned so far. Escape murder. That's blackmail. Okay, so we only have things to do for this one. Oh, Angeline gave us some dots. Guests have known each other for years. Angeline is sure they're closer than they initially appear. Jackie bumped heads with the Major. Confrontation occurred between Jackie and the Major. Is their hatred for the Major seated deeply, I wonder? Is that going to connect with Jackie pushing for dirt on the Major?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
I had doubted Jackie's involvement with the murder, but now I am dubious of her innocence.
What a revelation.
Oh. Now I have all the motives from the guests. Who is under suspicion? Yeah. Okay. I mean, we still have this, but only... Oh, wait, we have this. I now have all the motives from the guests. Who is under suspicion? Ah, don't put that... I guess he'll tell me I'm wrong. Well, it's Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie, more likely, at this point. And Gideon, Zach, and Margot. I don't get the feeling. Because, let's see, Margot, she wants to protect Cassandra. And Zach and Gideon just have... they just have a whole kerfuffle. They don't really want to work together, so I guess the fact that they can vouch for each other just shows that's just what actually happened, maybe? Is it these? I guess it's this. Because this whole factory business sounds more likely.
I must take a different approach.
No. We don't get to decide that, apparently. Okay, who's under suspicion? Maybe it's... apparently, maybe it is them. Yeah, it's not that... I still don't know what this one connects to. He gave financial support, but how deep? Wait, would it connect to this?
Is there something?
What does this connect to? It's gotta connect to something, right? It's not the letter. I already tried that. It just...
Order and method.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't... I'm clearly missing something, but yeah, because Zach doesn't have... Yeah, there's a connection between these two. They're unlikely to cooperate. Maybe it's Gideon and Marco. Retribution. Oh, we connect these two?
I should not be surprised by my own...
Okay. All the guests have at least one other guest to confirm their alibis. All alibis confirmed. All the guests have at least one other guest to confirm their alibis, so meaning they could be working together? Is it just this now?
Some would say
Yeah.
a lucky guess.
I do not know who I can trust or whose stories I can believe. Are the guests innocent? Let's see. No. Did this connect to... Maybe it's these two? Angeline... Oh yeah, Guster have known each other for years. They're closer than they actually appear.
Magnifique.
I no doubt how trustworthy their stories may be. They may well be covering for each other. Yeah. There's no physical way one of the guests could have killed the Major and returned to the party unless, that is, where I'm mistaken. There is not one guilty party I should be looking for, rather multiple. Oh. Okay. There's more than one. Okay. Something's gonna happen when we exit out of this, likely. How could I not have considered that the Major's death was part of a ploy created and executed by more than only one of the guests? It came almost as an epiphany following Mademoiselle Angeline's remark about the guests' shared past. Perhaps Mademoiselle will become the trusted ally that I now... Wait, okay, let me try this again. It came almost as an epiphany following Mademoiselle Angeline's remark about guests' shared past. Perhaps Mademoiselle will become the trusted ally that I now sense may be essential to catching the guilty parties. Tonight's questioning was only the beginning. I will allow my suspects to sleep on their stories, and we will see how they fare tomorrow. Perhaps one of those involved will have morals enough to show a glimmer of regret. Considering they may be working together, I cannot be sure who has told the truth, and who has attempted to sell me down the... Clear? I don't know how to read that. Perhaps I should sleep on the matter. A good night's sleep will surely bring a new dawn of thinking, and what a better setting to do so than in the peaceful, falling blanket of snow that surrounds us all. I'm real surprised the Major didn't die of hypothermia, to be honest. I thought that's what we were going with. Although it seems not everyone has the same idea. Oh, somebody's outside. Well, they're not in a dress. Weird. Well, Jackie's not off the list, but that's not Margot or Angeline or Cassandra. Chapter 5, The Secret. A restless sleep, combined with the image of eerie figure in the snows, only convoluted what my little gray cells must consider. Should I not have expected this to be a simple case? I have been lied to by at least one of the guests. Their alibis all confirm each other's, but I know this is not to be true. It's where we are on today. Investigate the Major's involvement with the blackmail. How was the Major involved with the blackmail eludes me for now. Once I have confirmed whether he was the author or recipient, I can consider my next step in my investigation. Ooh, what do we have? Well, we have the letters. The Major's blackmail letter. Let's find whether he was sender or recipient. No, can I look at it? I don't want to click it. Oh yeah. Past your actions remain hidden in the world. See, now it's time for the truth to be revealed to all. Well, not one man is to blame for the final outcome. It was you that brought about the final piece to the puzzle. The one that no one else would. If you wish to remain a free man, fill a brown paper parcel with 5,000 francs, addressed to Monsieur Dupont, to Barbier and Sons, cobbler, before closing this coming Wednesday. While there is time to consider your next move, I would not ponder on it for too long. When the world knows of your crimes, they will surely not ponder long on your punishment. That... With what I know right now, that sounds like Jackie. Let's see. Oop, no, wrong button again. Say, Mademoiselle Vanderbosch, you do not know me, but I know you and your family very well. For years you have stood high on your pedestal, attending parties and living the lifestyle of the upper class, a life you were born into. all the while hiding a sordid secret that would tarnish the Vanden Bosch name forever. Once a respected family with morals and nobility, but now you rely on riches and jewelry to show your worth, a worth that is not deserved, even residing in a home that was obtained under your lies, but not for long. For your secret to remain exactly that, take a small brown parcel, paper parcel filled with 5,000 francs addressed to Monsieur Dupont to Barbaro & Sons cobblers before the sundown on Friday. If you do as requested, this will be the last you hear from me. You will be able to return to your life of stolen wealth and excess. If you refuse, be sure the name Vanden Bosch will be on a whisper of lips for years to come. And this apparently, I think, this is the first one. Or is it the second one? Yeah, it's first. Okay. So, I think we have 2 senders here? It seems definitely 2 different people. It's for the same amount of money, too. Did the major... No, Gideon paid. That first one. And this was in the second one, I think. So, I guess let's get exploring. Hi, Archibald.
Good morning, Detective. You slept well?
I'm afraid I did not. I was hoping for at least a moment of pleasant slumber, but alas, it was not to be.
I slept like crud. I know that feeling all too well. I'm quite tired today. I'm doing better than I thought I would, to be honest, but yeah, I'm still pretty sleepy.
Finding the Major's killer is the only thing that will put my mind at ease.
In that case, Detective, what can I do to help?
I may not have liked the man, but we will find the culprit. Let's see, what questions can we ask Archibald? While watching the snowfall last night, I swear I saw the silhouette of a figure standing in the garden. I do not see Mademoiselle Elizabeth last night. She permitted me access to the house's telephone. Is the telephone wire going to be cut? Are we going to go down that trope? Wait, what is the weather like? Is it still a blizzard out there? Okay, let's ask about the silhouette first, though.
In that snow. If someone was out there, we'd have another body on our hands.
Yeah, this is why I'm surprised the Major didn't die of hypothermia having to smoke out in a blizzard. Honestly. Like, who goes outside in that weather?
I realize how strange it sounds. I would not believe it myself if I had not seen it with my own eyes.
Maybe you should go outside quickly, Poirot.
Staff have reported seeing things in the dark before, but it always just turns out to be shadows. It was likely just your mind playing tricks.
Okay, so Mademoiselle Elizabeth. She's one of the servants.
I'm afraid our Lizzie is not well. I think the events of yesterday were too much for her. We'll have to just make do without her this morning.
Aw, poor Elizabeth.
As Wordsworth once stated, rest and be thankful. Perhaps a chance of peace and relaxation will work wonders.
I hope. I like Elizabeth. She didn't do anything wrong in the first case. She's just doing her job in this one, as far as I can tell. I don't think she's involved. She's not even a suspect at this point, so I doubt she's involved. I just poor Elizabeth. She had her fiance die in an accident, which I feel like it's gonna be related somehow. Maybe he was a factor. No, he was the cook. Anyway, let's see. I like the. Thank you, showing off my thingy pigs. Okay, I'd like to also speak with Madame Vanden Bosch at her earliest convenience.
She is currently eating breakfast alone in the dining room. It's how she prefers it. But if you wish to speak with her now...
It's important that I speak with her, but perhaps it is better to allow her to finish. I do not wish to upset her before I have even asked my first question. I could perhaps investigate the garden for any evidence of the figure from last night. Yes! That would be the first thing I did. Okay, well, maybe not the very first. I probably would tell somebody. Maybe tell a few people in case anything happens. See, would you permit me access to the house's telephone?
I would, but I'm afraid I found this morning that the telephone lines aren't working. The snow continued through the night and must have damaged them.
Okay, at least they're not cut. The snow taking out utilities makes more sense.
Even if we could use the telephone, I don't think anyone would be able to reach us.
In that case, it will be up to myself alone to solve the case.
Poirot, get ready to body check somebody.
I'll let you know if anything changes. But until some of the snow clears, enough for the carriages to arrive, we are snowed in.
Oh dear. That's not fun. Although I am not able to call upon or leave the house to find help from the local authorities, it also means none of the guests are able to leave. I have until the snow clears to find not only Mademoiselle Angeline's blackmailer, but also the Major's killer. Oh, the Major's body. Did you just throw it out in the snow? I would. Yeah, I'm horrible.
Taken care of. Master Demir and his brother, after sobering up, helped me move him into the cellar. Best place for the time being.
Why does he sound so pleased about moving this man's body to, like, a cellar? I mean, I guess if he didn't like him as much as anyone else, he might be like, this is where you belong, down in the dark, cold, the cellar.
Très bien. I imagine there is no reason for anyone to go down there.
Besides me, no one. Once this snow clears, we will be able to move him from the house.
Okay.
Your assistance has been most valuable as always.
Yeah, I think Archibald was the good. It's the book. Oh. Hi, Angeline. It looks like a very cold outfit. Alright, I'm going to ignore you because I want to go outside. Yeah, outside. Okay. What is going on outside? I want to know. We've been talking to enough people. I want to... Exploration. It's going to be very cold. Yeah. Finding evidence of the figure from last night. Well, on one hand, confirm I'm not seeing things as Monsieur Sterling suggests. But on the other, pose even more questions that must be answered. It looks like we have footprints here already. Faint footprints. There's a small trail of footprints in the snow. The Major was seen walking around here yesterday. They would not be here anymore. Those gotta be recent. But what is this? Expensive lighter. A well-made lighter. With the insignia of a military regiment. The Major must have dropped it. Oh, did something happen while the guy was having a smoke? What if he was actually slain outside? Maybe that's why the window was open. Ooh! Dramatic. What is going on out here, though? Oh, poor Poirot, if you say... Wait, no, is he thinking? Or no, he just sort of grabs his collar. What is over here? Okay, it's sitting area, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, fallen bird feeder.
Oh.
It has almost disappeared in the snow. I doubt we will see too many birds in these conditions. Yeah, I think you're correct on that, Poirot. Oop, I'm stuck on invisible walls. Okay. How much further this way can I go? Oh, it's a flower pot. That is a flower pot, by the way. So we have the gate. Ooh, it's a nice looking gate. It's got floating parts, though. That's not how that works. Exit is impossible.
Huh.
The house is completely snowed in. It does not look like we shall be going anywhere anytime soon. The snow is still falling, and I'm hardly dressed for the occasion. Perhaps Madame Van den Bosch has finished her breakfast and is ready to answer my questions. Oh. No, let me explore more. No. Let me out.
Oh.
I've already gathered what I need from the garden, even if I wanted to. The snow is too thick to venture any further. Okay, so it just went, no, back in with you. I'm gonna talk to Angeline. Hi, Angeline.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you were comfortable last night.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. The room was more than pleasant, merci. I'm afraid my mind was not in a state to enjoy it to its full potential, though.
Again, I really like how everyone is so polite when they speak to each other. It's strangely adorable. You don't hear it much nowadays.
I can't imagine any of us slept soundly last night.
I bet the murderer did. They're like, ding dong, the witch is dead. I sleep like a baby. Oh, that's terrible.
Hopefully guilt will be weighing heavily on someone's shoulders this morning.
It would make it easier to solve this, yes. But I don't think we'd be so lucky. Perhaps on more than one set.
I'm sorry if I was not much help last night, Detective.
You were a great amount of help.
On the contrary, your inside knowledge of the guests was of great help to my investigation. But there are many more questions that require answers.
See what I said? Oh, okay, we got a couple of questions for her. Let's see. What were your feelings toward the Major's position in the house?
His position? You mean about him living here?
Oui, even in a house this size, you must see a lot of each other.
I enjoyed having him here. When I was away with Gideon, it was comforting to know Maman was not alone. Although his work with Mr. Da Silva has kept him away from the house of late.
What can you tell me about their relationship, working or otherwise?
There is not much to tell, only that there is no love lost between them.
The Major and Ernesto do not like each other. Do you know what their business entailed?
He was always quite private about his work. I know that he was helping Mr. Da Silva with some safety matters.
With the union uprising.
I found a check addressed to the Major from Monsieur Da Silva. It noted security consulting.
Ah, that's right, security. With his military training, he helped Mr. Da Silva prepare for any trouble with the strikes.
Okay. Although the Major's death has been taken precedence, there has been a development in the blackmail case.
A development? Oh, Detective, I knew I could count on you.
It may not be the news you had wished for, though. Another letter has been found.
Addressed to me? I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Although it has been written in the same manner, using similar phraseology, it was not sent for your eyes, rather the Major's. Or at least that is how it seems.
Oh, so she didn't know about this one.
I'm sorry, Detective, I don't understand. It is addressed to him or not?
I found it in the Major's study yesterday while conducting my preliminary search. Whether he is the author of the letter or the recipient, I am still yet to discover.
Could the Major have been behind the blackmail?
Heavens no, he could not do that.
You did not hesitate for a moment.
So he's many great things, but not a blackmailer, huh?
Why would he do such a thing? And then to send a letter to himself. It just doesn't make sense.
Money laundering?
Merci for your time, mademoiselle. You are to a detective what an umbrella is to a traveler on a wet day.
A great boon.
Useful?
Useful?
Exactement.
Why was that so funny? He was just really actually no, it's because he's just like you are as useful as an umbrella is to a traveler on a wet day. Her response, one word, just useful? It's kind of funny. Okay, we don't have anything new here. Okay, no one's down here. Wait. I do know we're supposed to go see Cassandra, but I do kind of want to look around, see what's changed or not. Oh, Margot and Gideon are over here. I'm kind of worried about the Madame. I don't like her, but she's alive still, right? We haven't seen a lot of her. Oh, something's happening. I must speak with Madame Vandenbusch. I should also take this opportunity to talk to Mademoiselle Redhana in the kitchen. Oh, I can explore the dining room. Where is she? Oh, she's here. Okay, she's still alive. I don't like you, but I'm glad you're still alive. Can I explore here? Is this the kitchen? Okay, that's the kitchen. Is there anything? Oh, I can't look at the drinks globe. I wonder how many travel expeditions have been planned while enjoying the contents of the globe. If I had a drinks globe, I'd just fill it with apple juice and grape juice. I don't know whether that's fun or boring. Bust.
Oh.
Madame Vandenbosch's collection of arts extends further than just paintings. Oh right, they had the saints painting. Window. The fallen snow has laid a beautiful white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Window again? Okay, nope. It's the same dialogue. We have another bust. Yeah, same as the last bust. What else do we have? Oh, we have another bust. How many busts does this look? Did we need so many stone people staring at the diners? Okay, hello, Cassandra.
Bonjour, madame. May I offer my condolences for your loss?
Thank you, Detective, but they are not necessary. What can I do for you?
You don't sound very distraught, do you?
I was hoping you would be prepared to answer some questions.
If I must.
She sounds already done with this. Let's see, we have a couple to ask her right now. Why would someone want to kill the Major?
I'm sure you're aware he was not the easiest man to get along with. His hot temper made him a number of foes.
A hot temper is reason enough to kill a man.
His mouth often acted before his brain. Perhaps someone had grown tired of dealing with it.
This is the nicest Cassandra's been in a conversation. She's just stating information. Let's see. You suggested why someone might kill him, but who do you believe it would do it?
Seeing as I heard Mr. Becker's in what I would describe as an unnecessarily loud exchange of words yesterday, he would be my first suspect.
Why am I not surprised her suspect list is because he was noisy and disruptive. I think it's him. That checks out.
You heard them yourself.
How could I not? The volume they were shouting at, I could hear them from the study in my room.
You did not think it fitting to tell me this yesterday?
I didn't think Felix was going to wind up dead and a murderer loose in my house. My apologies, Detective.
Also, again, I love Cassandra's voice actress. She's amazing. Or they're amazing. The case may be. Although I must learn more of this argument, it is not Madame that I expect the answers to come from. Rather, Monsieur Becker's. He has a great deal of explaining to do. Alright, that's another thing on our to-do list. Let's see. A letter was found in the Major's study.
I assume you are talking about the supposed blackmail letter.
Do you want to read it?
Oui, madame. You know of it?
It arrived shortly after the first. Rather coincidental, if you ask me.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, madame.
He no doubt had secrets hidden away. But do you honestly think Felix had anything of value to his name worth threatening him for?
I don't know. I need to check the letters again, I think. Or at least the one we found in Felix's room, now that we've gotten Angeline's take and we're getting Cassandra's take. I want to go look at it, just see if I can glean any more information.
Perhaps you should enlighten me.
Well, he was here, living in my house, eating my food, prepared by my staff. Does that answer your question, Detective?
Man was poor. What do you think the Major came to have the letter?
I wouldn't put it past him to have written it himself, in the hopes of getting some sympathy from me.
And the other letters?
He probably wrote those too. If Angeline paid the first, that would have given him the money to pay the second letter. He is the White Knight, saves the day, and expects to live here happily ever after.
Does Cassandra not like him? She doesn't have a good opinion of this man either. It is the same amount of money in both letters. I do not expect Madame Vandenbosch to be so blunt with her thoughts toward the Major. I was under the impression there was more to their friendship, not less. It is quite the nefarious plan that Madame has laid out for the Major. I am not sure I can believe he would go to such levels of deceit. I'm sure Mademoiselle Angeline will have an opinion on that matter. Okay, so I'd like to ask you, Monsieur de Silva.
What is it you wish to know?
She's so exasperated.
You two have been friends for some time now. And while I do not mean to pry, has your relationship only...
Really starting to wonder why anyone dealt with the guy. He sounds like he had one high point in his life and has been living off of the credits for the rest of it. And I can say that because he's dead now. But yeah. I also mentioned this last time, reading... What letter was it? Reading one of the letters did make me think of the Count of Monte Cristo. But I believe, yeah, there is also a major in there. He was not a good person. There's there's a count, a major, and I think a banker is the last one. They didn't start out that way, but they ended up that way because they screwed over Edmond Dantes, our titular protagonist, as it were. Because he is, in fact, the Count of Monte Cristo. Even though he spends most of the book not going by his own name. I really like that book. It's really funny because I think I like the first third of it the most. Not that the last 2/3 were bad when he's actually being the Count of Monte Cristo, but I still like it. There's a lot of things where I'm like, oh. Though I was not expecting him to have an emerald as a medicine box. Just a hollowed out emerald, as one casually does. Just like, jeez. He rich. Okay, okay, back to the tea on Cassandra and Ernesto's relationship. Poirot just asked Cassandra, let's see how well she handles this. My guess is not well.
If you are trying to insinuate that Mr. De Silva and I are running around like schoolchildren, you could not be further from the truth. He was friends with my husband, for goodness sake.
Not well. That was what I expected. I love the delivery, though. School children. Oh, goodness.
Oui, I understand they worked together. Investments, if I am correct.
Mr. De Silva was the voice of reason that my husband should have listened to more often, instead of throwing our money at businesses that were already on the verge of bankruptcy.
Huh, so the Viscount was not good with money. So it seems like this is a one-sided thing. Cassandra doesn't seem to be interested in either of them. Then again, she's perpetually like, well, this.
Merci, madame. I shall not bother you any further.
I like her dress, though. Actually, that's actually probably a jacket and a skirt. That's not a dress. Yeah, oh, wait, where's the exit? Oh, kitchen. I did want to go in the kitchen. Yeah, some people may not know, but Victorian outfits were, in fact, outfits, well, ladies wear. They weren't often, like, actual, like, dresses. They were a skirt, a blouse, and then a jacket made as such to look like one big piece. Yeah, it was separate. I would know. I've personally handled Victorian and Edwardian clothing. It's quite interesting. Pots and pans. The cook has obviously used them for quite some time, judging by their condition. Is that cookies? Now I'm hungry. Leave it to video games to add food in, and then I just get hungry. There does not seem to be anything of interest in here. How much food is in here? How much food do we have? We are snowed in. I am concerned. Well, there's a lot of cabbages. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of cabbages. How many cabbages do you need? They made good use of the cabbage model. Oh my cabbages! Okay, Rehana. I think this is our first time speaking.
Madame. You must be the wonderful cook.
I believe this is our first time seeing this character. Oh, I think there were one of the people in the photo we found in the pantry.
Wonderful and modest, sir. I am Rihanna.
Yeah. I think she was in the photo we found of the servants a while back.
My taste buds thank you for the ravishing meal last night. It has been some time since I ate so well.
Glad to hear it, sir.
She's so happy. I want to talk to her more.
S'il te plaît, madame. The detective is fine.
In that case, mademoiselle is fine for me, and I will ignore your presumption of marriage.
Très bon, mademoiselle.
I got an achievement for that. Okay, we got a couple of questions. Let's see. First one. Ooh. You have been with the Vandenbosch family for quite some time.
That's right. I've seen staff come and go, but a house always needs a trustworthy cook.
I want to taste food. Actually, maybe I don't. Some of the food they served in Victorian times is just not compatible with a modern palate. Maybe not. Maybe so. I just watched an episode of Tasting History with Max Miller, and he has gone over recipes that were made in Victorian times, and they do sound tasty. I guess it depends on what the menu is. Sometimes it sounds tasty, sometimes not so much. But yeah, if you want to know about historic food, I recommend Tasting History, Max Miller. He's good. Also, to my surprise, I think... What is it? How to say? It was a live stage show for Disney's Cinderella. He was Prince Charming. That was wild to figure out. I'm like, what do you mean? You used to work for Disney? The life people lead, I swear, it's quite interesting at times. Anyway, back to the game. Okay.
I agree. But if I was to eat what you prepare every day, I fear I may be the size of La Maison.
Was it lots of sugar and butter?
Not a bad thing, detective. You could do with some meat on your bones.
You wouldn't freeze as easily. I think Poirot usually has a little more weight on him, but this is younger Poirot. By the time we usually see him in most of the games and stories and whatnot, he is a little bit more, well-rounded?
Well, with the snow still not clearing, we may be stuck here for the weekend. Perhaps I should look to adjust my pantalon buttons.
Can we talk to her more? This is actually making me laugh. Pantalone. He's meaning his pants. I was not expecting him to say pantalone. It just means pants. Anyway, let's see. What is our second question for our good cook here? I understand you took some ice to the Major yesterday.
I did.
Monsieur Archie told me what had happened.
Ah.
Bruises can swell fast, so I took him some ice to bring it down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mentioned it last time this was brought up, but you actually only want to use ice on ouchies for pain relief and not much else because it slows down the blood flow, which is what gets your body healing. So it does make it heal slower if you use ice. But still, if it hurts a lot, I understand the pain relief, but for your information, my twin sister Savoria mentioned that, and she has taken biology classes, given that she has a molecular biology degree, so she likes to tell me things like that. She's like, hey, there's new science, or there are new studies done on things, don't do this. Or, do this, it's good for you. So yeah, I tend to listen to my twin, because unsurprisingly, my twin wants me to live healthy, a healthy long life. So I'm inclined to listen to her. Anyway, but still, ice on ouchies is good for pain relief. Just be careful. Might make it heal longer if you use too much ice for too long. Stay safe there, little miss. Strange, Monsieur Sterling told me it was the Major that requested the ice.
How was the Major when you saw him?
Grumpy, as always.
Yeah, he wasn't the most pleasant.
I suppose one would not take kindly to being punched as he was.
Yeah.
Punched or not, he was as ungrateful as ever.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
So he's just perpetually in a bad mood. I've gathered all that I need for Madame Vandenbosch and Mademoiselle Rehana. I should return to the Great Hall. Okay, I can actually walk there. It's not gonna warp me over. I swear something's gonna happen to Cassandra. It just feels like that. Just taking a bit to load, or... Okay, nothing's happening. That's kind of a good thing. Can we not have any more incidents before we solve the two that we... Well, the one that brought Poirot here? Let's see. We have Gideon and Margot in the back. I guess we need to pay attention to who's staying with who, like near who. Like these two have been hanging out near each other. So
Bonjour, Monsieur Damir.
we bit suspicious, given that we might have at least 2 culprits. Maybe possibly 3.
Detective Poirot, how are you?
The truth, monsieur. With each step towards uncovering the blackmailer, I am thrown 2 steps back as to the identity of the Major's killer.
Oh right, I need to check the letter again.
Is there something I can help you with?
He's like, that's nice. Wait, no. I'm gonna exit quickly. I don't want to forget again. Okay. Oh, no, that was people. This is what I want. Where would it be? Escape the murder. Blackmail. I think this is the older one. Yeah. So there's... Second Angeline received. Okay, so she did have 2. Okay, I didn't... Same love. Yeah, we found... a 3rd in total, I guess, blackmail letter? That was written toward the Major. Yeah. No? Oh wait, this one's different. It's Wednesday. It's first. Yeah, this is about the party. Yeah, it's still always the same amount of money, and to the Barber and Sons cobblers. This is the second. You revised to take me seriously. I've bought my science for a moment at least. Only part with her well. Second parcel. addressed to a Monsieur Fontaine by Close on Friday? Somebody misspelled that. I don't know. That one feels different than others. A little bit. Huh. Okay. So the major... Oop, had one too. Yeah, this is the first Angeline received. That's the... Deep Dark Family Secret kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, the Pencil one. Okay. Is this... Yeah, this one... You do not know me, but I know your past very well. Actions. Evilest of men. This time truth will be revealed. Should remain a free man. Well, it's addressed to a man. So it's not addressed to a lady. Because if you wish to remain a free man, not woman, but man. So, Huh. So we can rule out that this was like, this wasn't sent to like Jackie or Margot or Angeline or Cassandra. Is that all the ladies? Yeah, I think so. Well, it's not gonna be sent to... It's not gonna be sent to like servant, I don't think. It's the world. We did have the Elizabeth's fiance die. I wonder if he's involved somehow, because he died too. That might be the reason why there might be blackmail. That's what I feel. Because why else have it so that Elizabeth's fiance passed away? Like, you know, everything relates to everything. All right, let's talk to Gideon again.
If it will help you, fine.
Okay, let's see. What are our questions? Got 2. After investigating the crime scene yesterday, I asked Monsieur Sterling to move the body.
Archibald came to me and asked for my help in the matter. My brother and I dealt with it.
Merci for your help. It is a job that only the professionals should have to undertake.
It's a job that had to be done, although it may have affected my brother more than I.
How is Zach doing? I have a great amount of worry for that poor man.
How so?
At the sight of the body, the color drained from his face. Once we had reached the cellar, Zachariah took himself straight off to bed, without even a good night.
You being a man with a lot of trauma get near a dead body. Gideon, you're kind of a... You're a twit. While in the study, I noticed the major's safe was locked. Would you know who has access?
Felix and Madame Vandenbosch are the only ones with keys, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and Archibald. I'm sure I heard Felix asking him to return something to it once.
Oh, right. Phoenix. This is not Ace Attorney. Felix. Okay. So, there are 3 keys, potentially. Because but the Major has his own. Madame has a set. And, of course, Archibald, being the head butler, he has a set of keys. Okay, that might be important. We might have to go ask... Well, Felix is passed, so, I mean, we don't need to ask him. We might need to ask Cassandra and Archibald about this. Wonder why Monsieur Sterling did not mention this previously. We'll have to ask him, I suppose. Have you spoken with your brother this morning? How is Zach? Are we gonna find Zach dead? I hope not.
I have not seen him since last night. I'm sure he will have been fine after a good night's sleep.
I am not nearly as confident as you are, sir. I need to find Zach. I imagine the alcohol will have acted as a sufficient sleeping aid.
He does not need his younger brother checking in on him.
Right, Zach is the older one.
Perhaps that is exactly what he requires.
I'm not sure what he told you yesterday, Detective, but he's a big boy. He can look after himself.
You would think.
I worry that may not be the case, monsieur. His time in the war came up in conversation more than once during our conversations.
He's still talking about it. I thought talking to the doctor would have stopped all of that.
You thought talking to a Victorian therapist would have actually helped? That was pretty uncommon.
Merci, monsieur.
I'm giving Kitty on side eye. Not that they would know any better, but I'm like, you're better off confiding in somebody you were close to rather than a Victorian psychiatrist, whatever. Oh, I can't go upstairs. I want to check on Zach. That poor man. Wait, is the price tag back on the vase? Oh, I can't check it. I thought that disappeared for a second. Oh, I think probably the ability to investigate that. Okay, I guess we talked to Margot. I thought she was in PJs for a second, but no, that's just her dress. Oh, you can actually see the light of the fire off of the model. Yeah, okay, the fire has lighting. Nice. Okay, let's actually talk to Margot. Hi, Margot.
Countess, I wonder if I could ask you some questions.
That is it, detective? No small talk? No inflating of one's ego?
She wants to flirt more with Poirot.
I am afraid not, Countess. With the murderer still loose in the house, my mind is rather preoccupied.
Well then, detective, perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Comment, madame?
I thought you might like to know what I found on the Major's body.
When did you get close to his body? Lady! I demand to know who gave you permission to see the Major's body.
That certainly piqued your interest.
Lady! Why did you go poking dead things? Don't do that.
A man has been murdered, and you find it acceptable to fool around and joke.
Ooh, he's mad. Understandable.
Oh, please, detective. Do you really think so little of me? Archibald asked for my assistance. He knows of my medical training from my days as a nurse, and I thought I would be able to help. Even if it has been some years.
She was a nurse?
It was not his place to grant you access to the body.
Oh, Poirot is really upset.
I shall remember to keep my assistance to myself next time.
Is that necessary to get so mad? You might have burned a bridge there, Poirot. That might have been bad in the long run. What did you discover on the body?
A single stab wound, which you no doubt already knew. The knife was held in their right hand. I would say their predominant hand.
Have you seen a lot of stab wounds? I'm concerned. What were you a nurse for that you saw stab wounds? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I pride myself on order and method. I pride myself on order and method, and this is far from either. A suspect in a murder investigation has examined the very victim they are suspected of killing. It is like something out of a crime novel. About that.
Judging by the depth of the wound, I would say there was no great force put into the strike. More a sign of defense than attack. If I had to say what weapon was used, a small sharp knife or dagger.
This may confirm my suspicions of the Major's knife being used to kill him.
I understand it may be difficult for one to keep such information to yourself, but I ask you to try. Your involvement has already tainted my investigation.
You are welcome, detective.
Why is he so upset about this? I mean, she's been one of the least suspicious. My superior officer hears of the goings-on in this house. I would surely be seeing the green fields of the countryside once more. I must do all that I can do to redeem the reputation I've worked to build, starting with finding the killer.
S'il vous plaît, Comtesse. Keep this information to yourself.
Ah, that's why he's upset. He's not in the position. Okay, we've talked to them. What do we have to connect? Do we have anything to connect? Blackmail of where? We got 3 there. Okay, so let's dive into this. Oh, we got quite a bit. Let's see. Gideon. Zachariah must have seen more than his fair share during the war, so why would Zachariah be so affected by the sight of the Major's corpse? Because he's had trauma! None of these people understand how PTSD works. Okay. Zachariah was therapized? Is that how you say that? After the war. There's nothing that Zachariah should hide. What he must have experienced, I wouldn't wish upon anyone. Gideon claims that Archibald has access to the safe. Gideon is adamant Archibald has a copy of the Major's safe key. I shall raise this with him. Oh, right, I could talk to Archibald. Apparently I can't talk to Gideon because he's up in the rooms, I believe. I can't believe Archibald would allow this to happen. The crime scene and body have been tainted. Yeah, brothers moved the body. Rihanna took the ice to the Major on her own accord. I was led to believe the Major asked for the ice brought to him, but Rihanna said otherwise. Maybe Archibald really is the bad. Rihanna said the Major didn't thank her. Her description of the Major coincides with almost everyone's opinion of the Major. No one liked this man! And we're only adding to the tally. Let's see. Oh, who we were supposed to talk to? Oh, we just talked to her. We already had that. She's worked here for years. Let's see, what is around Angeline? Angeline knew the Major well. She has a positive impression of him. Only she knew for her character. Is her view of the Major consistent? No. What is this? By some own accord. Oh, can I not connect it to this one? Okay, yeah, no. I didn't think so. Because they tend to be straight up and down or left to right, the connections. Actually disputes the Major being the Black Mirror. Okay. Cassandra believes the Major was the Black Mirror. Cassandra is confident the Major was behind the Black Mirror. Given his reputation, surely most would agree. But her daughter didn't think so. Though Angeline's a bit naive.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Despite the naivety, Angeline has been the best source of info because she definitely feels like she's not a perpetrator in any of this, I don't think. Angeline and Cassandra have different impressions of the Major. There must be a reason for this. We can talk to Angeline again about this. Alright. Let's see, the Major had a temper. Yeah, we found that out firsthand before he died. Cassandra suspects Hugo. Wait, is this the question one? Wait, yeah, it is. This one wasn't, right? Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? Elizabeth informed Cassandra of... and argument... I think I accidentally put a D at the end of that. Oops, typo. Cassandra of an argument between Hugo and the Major. Could this have been the instigator to the tussle that resulted in his death? Maybe. The Major didn't have much to his name. Yeah, the man was broke as a joke. Okay, we don't have much to connect. But we have 2 things we could connect, possibly. Okay, what's this one? Sight of the corpse. Why would he? Maybe I need to get Zachariah's. Maybe it's connected to this. Margot mess with the body. Oop, can I see?
I cannot see.
I'm like, yeah, I doubt it. It's so far away. They don't usually have that. Oh, what were the... We have 2 connections. Surely I can at least get one more. positive impression of him. Wait, Rayhana did take the ice up on her own accord? Is that...
I must take a different approach if I am to...
Yeah, I'm like, she has a poor opinion. Is this... Okay, move the body. The only nearby one that it's... said didn't thank her much. Conflicting opinions. Maybe all of her characters view major consistent. Okay, no, that didn't connect. Oh, it's these two. Blackmailer and what? Why is it these two? Oh, it's her view of the major consistent. Oh, okay. It's meaning like, okay, she's consistently has a good opinion of it. Oh, I understand now.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Okay, one can't be surprised with Angeline and Felix's bond. He's been a figure in her life for so long. Let's see, what is this one? Touch the major. I've got one left. These two don't connect to anything, I don't think. So we got the one here with Zach, but I don't see how that connects to anything. Access to the safe. Maybe it's just he's traumatized. Is that it? Yeah, it's just he's traumatized. Okay. That was already established, but okay. No, we gotta establish this man's traumatized. I heard of men returning physically from war, but their minds remain on the battlefield. Yeah, oh, we need to talk to Gideon again. Okay, so we gotta talk to Angeline and Gideon. Though I think it's a tad bit early, but I think I'll end it here. Because I think this is a decent spot to end on, because then we can start with interviewing Gideon and Angeline next time. So we did progress. We're getting a bit more info. There's a person wandering around out in the snow. We need to see... So, Margot has medical experience, same with Zach. I'm really curious to what Zach has to say, because I don't feel like he's a bad person. I don't think he would kill a person. The man is traumatized. I don't think he could kill somebody. I don't think he could be around if somebody was going to die. I don't think it. If anything, I think he'd just be around and like somebody would want to keep him safe. Like, you know, like maybe if it was Zach and Gideon that resulted in this kerfuffle, I could see that it's actually Gideon being the perpetrator and Zach just happened to be there and Gideon's like keeping his bro safe or something. But yeah, that doesn't seem very likely though. But hey, it's an Agatha Christie story and nothing's off the table. There can be twists and turns. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I still don't have any firm. I still don't feel like Zach's involved though. Clearly Angeline doesn't. She's the whole reason why Poirot is here. So I doubt they're gonna make her any kind of a culprit. I don't think Cassandra's involved, so it is, you know, one of the guests. It does seem... I wouldn't say Hugo. I wouldn't keep him off the thing, but he's not on high on my list. Because he just seems he wants the union to be... the whole worker strike in the union and all that to go well. And I don't think a death of an opponent's gonna help with that. But hey, man's hot-tempered. It could be him. It doesn't feel like it as of right now. Ernesto, possibly. Margot, it's like... I got more information that makes me suspicious of her, but it also could easily... the same information could make her less suspicious, and I don't know which way the game wants me to go. I'm hoping that she's not involved in this. She's just here. She just happened to be here. yeah, we haven't gotten too much on Jackie. She might be our culprit, maybe? She's gunning for this man already, so maybe. I mean, she could have been with Hugo, and it could be a Hugo and Jessica. I could see that as a combo. Because if we can trust what Margot told us, it was self-defense. So, and right-handed. We need to go see which. We need to see who the dominant hand everybody uses. It's probably mostly gonna be right, but maybe we can rule out one or two people with a. It's like, oh, they're a lefty. They're not our culprit. But it's fun with these games. You don't have like fingerprints or what is it, lumen oil to see where the blood's been and all that. We get some more interesting cases for it because they have to solve it through like wit and I don't, how would I say, like, there's not too much scientific stuff at the time. I don't know, that's not quite right. How do I say this? We don't have the science, scientific developments we've had in forensic science like we do in more modern times. Like, we get a lot in Ace Attorney in this. Much more like the Great Ace Attorney. You just kind of have to, you have to actually figure out what happened and find out the pieces, if any, for it. So I find it interesting. It's very good. I like it. I hope you like it too. If you do, please leave a like. I very much appreciate it. I will be, when we'll be continuing on. I'm not dropping the series, so if you feel like it, you can subscribe or follow, depending if you're on YouTube or Twitch, if you want to make sure you don't miss out on the next part. But I'll definitely be playing more. It may not be a weekly series, but I do try to make sure there isn't too large of a gap between streams. And let's see. Oh yeah, feel free to leave any comments. Just don't spoil anything. If you haven't played and you're just watching, you know, these streams are your only experience with the game, like, feel free to leave your speculation. Maybe you'll be right. And you can go back and be like, I was right. Which is always a nice feeling. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, got one more stream left this week. It's going to be Final Fantasy. Probably going to continue on the MSQ, I think. I should have some time. I still haven't gotten the unicorn. We may start the stream with me grabbing the unicorn and then doing MSQ, because I still don't have the unicorn. I want the unicorn. We shall get that unicorn. Go from talking about murders and death and realism, and then I start talking about unicorns. The irony is not lost on me. I say, as I'm a talking magical book. Much as I like realistic detective stories, I also very much like my fantasy, which is kind of why I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy IX. Again, I haven't played it to the finish, but I've played through 3/4 of it. It's been Final Fantasy XIV, the recent stuff's been making what's it called? Illusions? Illusions? Not illusions. Illusions. Making reference to Final Fantasy IX. I've been enjoying it. I'm like, I actually get that! I wish I knew more, though. I'm not as familiar with it. But yeah, we'll have fun playing Final Fantasy tomorrow. But with that, that's it for today. We will, not too far from now, well, actually, no, we're gonna have holidays. Okay, it might be a bit before we see Poirot. We shall see. But yeah, we got holidays, which I guess in advance, happy holidays. If you celebrate any holidays around this time of year, I hope they go well. But yeah, for now, that is it for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like if you did. And whether you were here live, which I very much appreciate, and also appreciate you who come here watching the VOD. Very much. Thank you, thank you. But for now, it is time to say farewell with fun. Bye-bye, my lovely little meese. And I hope to see you in another stream sometime later. Hopefully not too much later. Bye-bye!